Yo, what is good, my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned with yet another Kaiju number 8 video. And guys, definitely go check out my information talking about the maintenance notice. They did tell us a few things that we're going to be seeing in the game. But today, since we have our Steam players joining us tomorrow or the day after or however, whatever region you're in, since Steam players are going to be joining us and everybody is fully here, the entire player base that is supposed to be here is finally here, I feel like now it is finally time that I do my diligence and tell you which characters you should be picking up from the 5-star selector ticket that you are going to be getting, Steam players, as soon as you log into the game. And honestly, not even Steam players, but also just people who are already in the game who have not used their ticket yet, because really the smartest choice is to get into the game and save your ticket and do your summons first on whoever you're trying to summon for, reroll for, or whatever, and then use your ticket afterwards to just pick up a free character, right? But before I get into the video, if you guys do enjoy videos like these, you can go down below, you can leave a like on the video, you can also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the Deadman hits the 1K Kaiju Crunch Glide. And you guys can also comment down below and let me know what you want to know. So animated these days. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get right to the point. Now guys, with this selector ticket, there's only 3 characters that you should be picking up realistically, and it's like a no-brainer. It's literally no question. Honestly, no. Let's delegate just a little bit. But the reason why you want to wait to use your ticket is because you could end up summoning any of these 7 characters right here while doing any of your summons in general on other banners, right? The limited banners that are out, the release banners that are out, the banner that I assume is going to be out tomorrow or October 1st, whichever day it takes. But I do believe Chester will be coming to us. It seems like they've given us a lot of little hints here and there. But yes, Chester should be out tomorrow, and he could be meta breaking for the entire game, so that should be a banner that you guys are focused on. And if Chester isn't meta breaking, which I highly doubt because they released Sagan, and I think that they're going to try to follow a scheme of keeping their game original characters absolutely busted so that their game original characters warrant more hype than the actual series original characters. Does that make sense? They made a game original, thing. They want to make sure that their game original stuff that they put a lot of time and effort into are getting appreciation like they expect them to. Okay, cool. Another thing that you'll notice about this list right here is that most of them are attackers and only one of them is a defender. So that already should make this a lot easier for you, because literally what you use your ticket on is going to be determined by, did I get a good defender while I was doing my summons? Or, did I get a really good attacker already and don't really need another attacker? Because really, it's just between one of 2 thought processes. I need Esau, or I need my DPS, right? The 3 characters that you should be picking from are literally Esau, Nadami, or Kaiju number 8. Let me tell you why. Nadami does what everybody else on this list does, basically, but better. Okay, there's 2 slash damage characters, there's 2 shooter characters. Nadami is both of those things, and he has both damage types on 2 of his skills, and 2 of his skills are blast attacks, which hit adjacent kaiju. So, not only does Nadami have 2 plating types that he breaks, because the plating types are very important, new players, he also has 2 attacks that can reach up to 3 targets at a time, which hit really hard, and also, he has a lot of self-buffing in his kit that makes him a lot stronger, and he is a very impressive damage dealer in general. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a tier list coming up that's gonna make a lot of people very angry, or I have a few tier lists coming up, I guess. They're gonna make a lot of people very, very angry. But Nadami places very well in the tier list, if you could imagine, right? The second reason, or the second character being Esau, is quite literally, if you do not have a defender at all, he is going to provide you some defensive capabilities to your teams, just because defenders maybe aren't highly necessary just yet, but they will be necessary at some point in capacity. Like, for instance, I have Akari Minase, who is a defender. She's a 4-star, and she's a healer. And honestly, I don't really need her right now, but I do see the merit in having her worked on already for whenever we finally do get that stage that just hits way too hard, and we need somebody to make sure that we are constantly preserved, right? Also, Akari at 6 stars has a revive, but that was just some random extra information. But if you have 6-star Akari, beside this man, you have a possibility to revive this man if he dies in battle, which is important because this man's revive is at A2 and not just naturally built into his kit. If you are a Steam player and you are joining in after October the 1st, so after Sagan's banner has gone, you do not have an option of picking a very good defender or the best defender in the game. You don't have that option. So then Isao might have to be your choice, especially if you've already summoned Kaiju number 8 or Narumi in your summons, or you're summoning for some new top tier damage dealer anyway, then you already have the options you need. Here's my rule of thumb. If you're playing through the game and you feel like you're easily burning through stages, pick up Isao. If you're playing through the game and you feel like you could easily burn through stages, but you're not because your characters are getting clapped too fast and they're worked on to a very good amount, then if you feel like you're doing the damage, I just explained the same situation. If you feel like your team isn't doing good damage, but they survive, but you feel like missions are taking too long for you, then pick up an attacker. There we go. That was a little confusing there. But yes, literally the 3 choices. Narumi, Kaiju number 8, Isao. Again, Isao, defender. You will need a defender eventually, because if you don't have him, your only other options for defenders, besides Sagan, who is a limited character who we don't know when they're coming back, your only other options for defender characters are literally Kota Tachibana, who sucks. He has more defense than other SR characters, yeah, but like he doesn't have a full team shield, he doesn't have a revive, he doesn't have defense, but like no. He's not built like Isao. Obviously, Isao is the commander of the entire defense force. And then Kaiju number 8 is actually just a really good choice, because Kaiju number 8 is going to be, this is for people who are trying to play the game casually. Kaiju number 8 is going to allow you to play the game casually, because he's going to be that first character that you're going to be able to work on and get him to his fullest like potential without him really like racking your brain on how to build him, right? Because he cannot take gear and he cannot take a weapon. He is not allowed to do that because he's a kaiju, which means that he is the simplest character to put together and reach the max potential for, because weapons are RNG in the sense that you have to summon for them on a banner, and unit parts are RNG in the sense that you have to keep rolling unit parts until you get the perfect substat for him. This man's stuff is just all put into his kit some way, shape, or another. Funny enough, Kaiju number 8 is the only character that I have the only 5-star that I have A6. Second closest for me is the best tank in the game that I was talking about. But Kaiju number 8 can also taunt for you too, so he's not a tank obviously, but he does have some sort of defensive mechanic for your team to where he can eat most of the blows from the enemy so that the rest of your team can survive and get something worked out. I don't know, but those are the 3 characters you're picking up. Either Kaiju number 8, because he requires no real hard investment to reach his max potential. Narumi, because out of all of these people on the list, he is going to be the most versatile, most impactful, most powerful damage dealer on this list. Then, number 3, Isao, because defenders, there are only 4 in the game, and they're going to become important at some point. The fact that there's only 4 defenders in the game means that they're going to become like revolutionary at some point. Usually when there is a category in a game and the category is super tiny, super compact, it's because that category is secretly really freaking busted. There's a million attackers, right? And obviously attackers are busted. You need attackers to win missions. Yeah, but I mean, that's what they're meant to do. But the reason why defenders are busted is because Sagan is a defender, yes, but she has all skills that scale off of defense, so she can do decent damage. She can boost crit rate for your team. She can boost attack for your team. She can boost defense for herself. She can revive herself. She can provide a full shield for your team if she's A6. Isao and Sagan are a little bit reversed. Isao needs a 2 to get the revive, but he has the shield for your entire team naturally built in. Sagan has better defensive mechanics in general, in my opinion. Or honestly, I haven't used Isao. That's unfair. But I've seen Isao. Isao does not feel as good in battle as Sagan, because Sagan can still contribute to your damage well enough that it feels like she's a fighting member as well, right? But Isao having the revive lock behind Ascension passive does kind of suck. On the other hand, Sagan's Sagan just naturally has a revive built in, and then later on, once you get her to A6, you can put a shield on your entire team. But you're really not worried about putting a shield on your entire team, because she is just busted enough to keep your entire team alive the entire time. But guys, again, the first major rule of this ticket is save it until you are done summoning. I am of the mindset right now that there is certainly going to be a reroll worthy character dropping tomorrow. And even if you don't have a reroll worthy character dropping tomorrow, even if you want to reroll for number 10 Hoshina, because I'm pretty sure he has the highest damage ceiling in the game right now. Yeah, I think he has the highest damage ceiling in the game right now. If you build him properly and you put him with the right units, I think he has the highest damage ceiling. If you want to re-roll for Hoshina, that's cool, because you can pick up the rest of these characters either way. I know that whenever I re-rolled my free-to-play account, I'm pretty sure when I was going in, if I got to chapter 07 and unlocked the friend invite campaign and typed in the friend code from my main account, I knew I'd get an extra 500 cubes right there, and that was guaranteeing me 3 multis just to start off on the main banner. And then I kind of just went with the 3 multi route and then just like reset it if I didn't get what I wanted. I did not end up pulling Sagan in the first 3 multis. I think I did pull Sagan one of the times, but I never pulled anybody on the first multi, which I wish I did. But hey, bro, it is what it is. The counts get re-rolled and sent to the gallows anyway. But yes, those are the only 3 characters you should be picking up with the ticket, but you should be waiting to use the ticket. We don't know when the ticket is leaving. And also, guys, just in case you were trying to figure out if they're going to add anything else to the ticket, I just looked at the ticket yesterday on my free-to-play account and looked at the stipulations of the ticket. It strictly says that they are not going to be adding more characters to this ticket in the future, so you should not just sit on this ticket forever. You should use it after you're done doing your summons. After you've done your summons and you are satisfied with your summons, and I would say, okay, Chester drops, you summon for Chester. After you summon for Chester, maybe you get lucky even. Maybe you even want to summon for Hoshina. At the point that you have summoned for everybody that you want to summon for and you are satisfied and you are thinking to yourself, okay, I'm saving for next month. I'm saving for the next reset for the next 2 characters. When you are of that mentality is when you use this ticket, right? So Isao, Nanami, or Kaiju number 8, but it is all dependent on what you think. And honestly, I think it's really between Nanami or Isao. And if you want to be a casual player, maybe Kaiju number 8. Because on my free-to-play account, I did go ahead and just pick up Kaiju number 8 with my ticket, because I was like, yo, I need to get strong fast and grind all this stuff fast before it's going in 2-3 days. So I need to just pick up somebody who doesn't require much investment. And I picked up Kaiju number 8. Regret it. Absolutely regret it. Gameplay experience is super freaking slow. And yes, he is a good unit at the end of the day. He does good damage. He can taunt. He can one-tap. Don't care. It feels a lot better playing Nanami because he has those blast attacks and he burns through enemies really fast. But guys, that is going to be it for the video. The video was super quick. I just wanted to keep it super concise for you because I know that if a video is really long, some people are scared to jump into the video. But I wanted this video to be short so that you guys are not scared to jump in, so that you guys could guarantee to get this information, because I really, really do want people to make the right choice on who they're picking up so they don't waste their resources and think the game stinks day one. Like, I want you guys to have fun. But that's going to be it for your boy, DEADMANVINCE. Like I said, I will have tier lists on each class of character, attacker, defender, and supporter. I'll have tier lists for all of those classes of character coming out either tonight or tomorrow, during, before, or after my stream of the Steam release version. But if you guys did enjoy this video, man, go down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the dead man hits the Kaiju ticket glide. And you guys can also comment down below and let me know what you want to know. But do you think that my video, do you think this is a hot take? Do you think that Mina, Kikaru, Hoshina, or Rin are like the goats of the game? Let me know down below so I can tell you you're wrong. But you guys have a wonderful day. The dead man does love ya. Peace.